Reaction to how this all went down. Todd Bowles, now the new Buccaneers head coach.
Look, man, I can't help but smile, man. I mean, you get overwhelmed with feelings of gratitude, and it's not even really necessarily directly affecting me or you, Field, or Jeff, or Jeff, both Jeffs that are on the show today. But you just have to feel this sense of gratitude. You know that this was done the right freaking way, man. This is how it's supposed to be. You heard how important this was to Bruce. He said, I don't care about the Hall of Fame. I care about succession. I care about taking care of one of my guys, turning it over to one of my guys, having a place where I can come back and feel welcome. I like the title. Don't know what it means, but I love the. That's look. How many times do I tweet? How many times do I talk? How many times do I express about the fact that this is a relationship business? This is a relationship world. That's what today was all about. Last night was all about for Bruce, for Todd, for the other Temple guys on that team, Kevin Ross, Nick Rapone, people who aren't from Temple, whether that be Byron Leftwich, Keith Armstrong, the special teams coordinator, all the players, support staff, other coaches, front office people. Bruce is about that. That's what he's about.
Yep.
That's what people are trying to get this league to be about. We know it's about business, TV ratings, money, all that stuff, but it's about relationships, man, and that was on display today. And that is the kind of thing that if you have any kind of, I don't want to say decency, but if you believe in things going the right way and life being like this circle where you just kind of keep paying it forward, and paying it forward, that's what today was supposed to show you. That's how it's supposed to work. That's what it's supposed to look like. Man, I'm just fired up for everybody involved in that kind of situation and hoping that other teams emulate what Tampa Bay laid out for you over the past 24 hours.
You know, Lou, I would love to ignore the elephant in the room that obviously circulated as soon as Bruce Arians announced his retirement, but I don't think we can. And that is, did Tom Brady cause Bruce Arians to leave his position? And I think that it would be a disservice to not address it because it is absolutely not the case. Because what Bruce Arians has done here is something that people around the league, everybody that I've talked to around the league, is applauding Bruce Arians today for what he has done. He was going to retire after next year anyway. So we decided it's better to do it now and leave Todd Bowles with a really good team ahead of him, that one of his successors can ultimately succeed. I was talking to Bruce Arians last night about this. I brought up the Tom Brady aspect of it. I asked him if that had anything to do with it, if Tom had anything to do with this. And you know what he said to me? He said, Tom coming back made this decision easier. Okay? It made it easier.
Yep.
Because Tom coming back means that now this team is better off for his successor in Todd Bowles. So anybody who's sitting here saying that Tom Brady is pulling well, people are saying LeBron James. I don't even want to get into that. That Tom Brady is pulling a power play here to force Bruce Arians out. That is not true. It is not the case. It is a rumor. And what Bruce Arians is doing is instead trying to set up his organization and his guy up for as much success as possible.
Man, I love that you're saying that. And what Lewis said got me all kinds of fired up. But, Jeff, you're 100% right. Listen, if anybody knows B.A., and I played for him, it's a man of conviction. He's doing exactly what he believes is right. And when he was coaching and he believed in what he was doing, he never backed down. This dude ain't going to get run out by a player. He's been around this game way too long. This guy is a pioneer. I mean, you know, he was a roommate with James Barber at Virginia State, the first black player or white player to room with a black man. This guy has been breaking barriers throughout. Hiring women in the NFL, hiring three black coordinators on his staff. This dude is about the betterment of our game. He ain't going to be run out by any player. So anybody who's saying that is speaking nonsense. This guy decided this was the best way to advance his guy, his people. And exactly like Lewis said, man, Todd Bowles, that's his dude. He's a rider with Todd Bowles, man, who, however he can do it and pass this thing on in the best light. And Tom Brady coming back is advantageous for everybody because he drives that offense. This guy is a culture developer. Tom Brady is. So he understood that side of the ball with Leftwich. They'll be just fine. Bowles on that defense, they'll be just fine. I love the situation. You love that he was getting broken up when he's talking about one of his guys taking this over and having a place to come back. Man, you could feel the passion, the conviction. Love it for BA, man. Love it for everybody who's watching the way this thing should play out. I love it, and I'm so fired up for it.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.